Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video I'll be showcasing a new Druid leveling build so you can level up quickly in this new Season 3. This is all Season 2 footage, but in this build I'll just be showcasing what kind of abilities you want to take for the Season 3 build to level up quite quickly. And from what I've seen, most other people don't really have that much of the leveling stuff. They do have quite a nice lightning strike build, lightning storm build, when everything's all leveled up. But when it actually comes to getting there are not that many builds, or some of the builds are quite lacking because the ultimate build of lightning storm actually relies on a lot of uniques and will involve a lot of changing into werewolf form. But until you get there, you don't really get to use much of the werewolf form, and you can't use the storm skills on them. So you need something else to still be able to use lightning storm to clear out stuff and to still have fun, but while still having all of your utilities. Right now I use Earth Spike, but I would say Storm Strike is a little bit better for in the beginning. But you can play around with this, see what you like. Some people even like Wind Shear, but I've quite liked the Earth Spike with the enhanced Earth Spike. But let's get right into leveling everything. I'll just reroll everything just to see all kind of like the build, how it's gonna be like. Okay, so Storm Strike and enhanced Storm Strike. So you also immobilize some enemies. That's some CC with your basic attacks. That's pretty good. So you could also go Earth Spike and enhanced Earth Spike. It's a bit though depending on your playstyle, what you like, what you don't like. But you're already going like lightning, so this already does fit a bit more of your lightning kind of play style. So then you want to put some points into lightning storm. I would say if first just get your raging lightning storm, and afterwards then get another point in lightning storm, unlocking your defensive skills. Once you've had this defensive skills, 1 point into earthen bulwark, 1 point into slide column armor, so you get the passive and the active, so you can use those cooldowns. And then you want to upgrade your bulwark to preserving earthen bulwark, so you also gain some fortify extra in there. That's pretty good. And of course this one will also make you unstoppable, which is quite good as a CC like escape. And also some of the passives or aspects later on will synchronize quite well with this, or have some nice synergy. And then you would put 1 more point into lightning storm. Remember, I have 2 from item contributions, so right now it's in 3 points in there. I will also post a leveling guide or a D4 builds in the description, so you guys could just go through that and watch it at your own pace. It also has the leveling path in there, so you can everything what I'm saying will also be in there. So then you will go to Poison Creeper, Enhanced Poison Creeper, and Brutal Poison Creeper. So you have extra increased critical strike chance. In this build, you really want to focus on getting some good critical strike chance. So with that, you would also want Ravens and Enhanced Ravens. So you have 8% increased critical strike chance after they are hit by Ravens, which is very good. You could then also put in Ferocious Ravens, but this is a bit optional. I would say another thing you could do is, instead of that, is just putting extra points in your Lightning Storm, because then you get most of the benefits anyway. It's just direct damage. Then you're going to want to get your passives for your lightning damage, increasing that by quite a bit. First is the Elemental Exposure, then Charged Atmosphere, and then Electric Shock and Bad Omen. And once you've leveled this, you already get vulnerable from your storm skills, which means you don't really need the Ferocious Ravens as much. Your Lightning Storm does have quite a good lucky hit chance. At 16% is not that much, but you remember that you hit a lot of lightning strikes at the same time. So 16% might not seem like much, but it's hitting quite a lot of enemies all at the same time. So your lucky hits will proc quite at a good chance. And with this, it has 3 seconds vulnerable each time you proc it, which will probably have some lag because you don't have that much lucky hit chance yet, which is good that is at this point. Okay, after this, you could start putting in points into your natural, or what I did was just finish up getting all of your other lightning passives in here, which are Electric Shock for extra damage to enemies and immobilizing them. Then Bad Omen, which is another increase in damage, also with lucky hit chance. So all these things get from lucky hit chance. So later on your build, you do want to get quite a bit of focus on there, but they'll all add to your lightning damage, just proccing a bit while you're fighting. We don't take any ultimate skills. As you can see, we take 2 companion skills, but for our ultimate skills, we don't take anything. I personally think they have long cooldowns, and they're not really adding much to the playstyle of lightning. Catechism does, of course, do a bit of lightning strikes and stuff, and does synergize with this, so you could probably switch one of these out, but one of the aspects that I'll tell you actually synergizes quite well with companions, so it is optional to switch out ravens, but you do lose out some damage consistently throughout the board because you're lacking the aspect. So for other things, you want to get Defiance, Circle of Life, and Natural Disaster. Just put 1 point in them for now, and then afterwards, after you've got all 3 of them, you can go and level up these things like Defiance. And before you do that, of course, before you fully level it, you put in 1 point into Perfect Storm. If you've got the legendary aspect that switches your storm skills for your earth skills for Earth and Might, then this would be quite nice, because then you could just use your lightning storm, and it would probably trigger Earth and Might. But this ring is a drop only, and I even think that in my whole playthrough to level 50, I did not get this ring yet, so I don't think that's a good thing to put in a build, because it's quite a low chance that you actually get it until you get level 50. But if you do get it, Earth and Might is really good, but there is an aspect that you need for it, and it's drop only, so we're not going to put that in this build yet. After you've put in your point into Perfect Storm, you can finish up your Natural Disaster, put 2 points into that, and then we're going to level up some other passives, which are, the first one is Nature's Reach, which I'm trying to find also desperately, which I'm failing a little bit at, but God, how can I not find this? Nature's Reach, there it is. Sorry, it's been a while since I've played Druid. Predatory Instincts are still for the crit chance at close range enemies. Of course, we have a lot of synergy with crit chance, so that's always good. Then our Poison Creeper will always poison enemies, and while we've got a little bit more crit chance, we actually put some points into Envenom. After that, you might want some extra survivability because you're getting into a little bit more high level tier, or maybe you're pushing for World Tier 3. So I would say Vigilance is pretty good. Now from here on, it's just putting points into things you think might be useful. You could do your Slycone armor. You can get it where every 10 seconds you get a little buff for that as well. You can get the Ferocious Ravens from some consistent vulnerable applying, which might be great against bosses. And furthermore, there's also not Armor Fur, but there is a tree up here. Heart of the Wild. Damn, it really has been a long time since I've played through it. There we go. Heart of the Wild and Wild Impulses. So you get more damage, but you do get more spirit cost increase. And for the last point, you can put this in like a Fierce Storm Strike to get some more vulnerable as well. This all depends on how you want to build it, but eventually you will have spent all of your points. And see, there's another Druid brother right here. For your legendary aspects, what I've been talking about, Shepherd is very good because it synergizes if you have 2 of your companion skills, then your core skill will do 20% increased damage, which is great. It's just added damage on your storm skill. Disobedience is always great. I don't think I have it on this build right now, but Disobedience is also great. I would say that you could always get the Overcharge aspect for your gloves. I'm pretty sure if you try Collections, Offensive, Overcharge aspect, you can get this one for extra damage on your lightning damage. Furthermore, aspect of the Umbral is a resource regeneration where you get primary resource for crowd controlling an enemy. Of course, once it's a little bit not that much, but you'll be constantly immobilizing enemies. Also, your Poison Creeper will also strangle enemies. So with that, you'll be able to gather a lot of your energy back, especially if you have it at 4, then you will constantly, when your lightning storm will immobilize enemies, your poison creeper will immobilize enemies. This will push them away, which I think also counts as CC. So all of these things will get your research back up to speed very quickly, which is good because lightning storm does take quite a bit of energy. For boots, I would say Ghost Walker's aspect is pretty good. So every time you're unstoppable, so this is for 3 seconds, you'll be unstoppable. And for 4 seconds after, you'll gain a movement speed buff, which is great because Druid is one of the slower classes. So it's quite good to have. Then finally, Spirit Boons. First one, Gift of the Stag. This is not the order. You don't want to get them top to down. You actually do want to get them in a different order. But Gift of the Stag is 10 maximum spirit. That's pretty good. 5% increased critical strike chance. That's one of the ones you want to get as first because everything scales well with crit chance. It's very good. Later on, you do want to change it to critical strike damage. But for now, you don't have that much crit chance. So critical strike damage is useless. So you want to get the crit chance first. Get the synergy with all things. And then afterwards, get some other stuff. This one, critical strike chance, have a 20% chance to reset the cooldowns of your companion skills, which is great. You use 2 of them, so you can get them cleared as well. Lucky hit chance really procs with a lot of stuff in this build, so if you could get any of that on your gear, it's very nice. Energize, dealing damage, has a chance to restore spirit. This works great because, as I was saying before, hitting a lot of enemies, gaining back spirit means that you could cast Lightning Storm a lot more. And then finally, Overlord is just extra lightning damage, again, on the lucky hit. So anything you want to do is, something you really want to do is increase your lucky hit chance. And yeah, that's basically it. Some general tips. You don't want to put your aspects on your weapon because you're constantly going to be switching out your weapon. Once you're going to try for World Tier 3, you can upgrade your weapon. But other than that, don't really bother that much. Really want to put your necklace and your rings. Those are the things you can put your aspects on. Helmet maybe, or helmet, you could probably do that for disobedience. And gloves, once you've got plus lightning storm on there, plus critical strike chance, like these gloves, you want to get the best aspect on there, like overcharge or something, so you can just constantly have that throughout your playthrough till you get like better gloves. And that's about it. Yeah, for your boots as well, movement speed is very important on your boots. You really want to get as much movement speed as possible and then get some kind of aspect that makes your movement speed even better, like Ghost Walker. That's going to be great. So yeah, that's about it for the build. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm very excited to play in Season 3. So I will be streaming. Please check out my stream. I will drop a link in the description and just subscribe so you can check out the stream. Tomorrow I'll be streaming a little bit later than when the new season comes out, but I'll definitely do like a 2-hour stream. Try to get World Tier 3 by then, but with all the new content, it's a bit of a question mark if I'll actually make it. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you guys like and subscribe. Comment what you thought about the video, and I'll see you guys next time.